Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuos, I'm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video is going to be part 7 of our Magnus guide series, walking through all of the different quests in the Magnus quest line. For those of you that still don't know what the Magnus quest line is, fast travel, link all your storages, new skill for all your classes, bunch of other crap, you definitely want to do this quest line. Quickly before we get into showing you the next region though, if you're new to my channel, new to Black Desert, or you have been watching videos on the channel, please consider subscribing. Helps to grow my channel, you stay up to date with new content, and we both win. And again, without further ado, let's get into it. And start off by jumping in the well at Marak Farm, which is the previous location we were just at the end of the previous one. So jump on in. When you drop in, look around for Wuju, who you'll see sitting up here, perched above, watching you ominously, like the overseer of Fallout. Interact with Wuju, and then you will be able to interact with the altar right next to Wuju, and start the next quest here, end of tomorrow. So after you're done getting some more Jordian lore here, go ahead and talk to Oberon, and that'll accept the next portion of the quest here. And after you're done interacting with Oberon, go ahead and pick up the Abyssal Pearl on the back of the wagon located right here. Then you gotta fall off the back of the wagon and make your way to the NPC that's gonna spawn out in the distance. What you're gonna want to do is follow the exact path you see me taking here, because this is just a stupid, stupid quest. So follow around, hug this side, and then loop back around and hug this side. And that'll get you past the first portion here. For the next one, follow this exact path. Again, wait for the NPC to travel again over to the end, and then you're gonna have to follow this exact path here. So we're gonna wait for one of these patterns to complete here. That's the one that I was waiting for. And then we're going to make our way across where the meteors have fallen. So wait for the meteors to fall and then travel to the spot that the meteors have fallen into. After you've reached the end here, drop the Abyssal Pearl, and then speak to the NPC Oberon, and this will complete the challenge. So yeah, this one's pretty dumb. There's invisible things. If you try and just go for it, they just pop out and kill you. Just follow those exact paths and you'll be fine. Interact with the black cat to jump up to the teleporter and jump on down. When you drop in here, talk to Wuju, who's waiting for you right at the door. Mash through the dialogue. Make your way up to the next altar thing here, accept the quest, and jump down in to begin Southward Travels. When you get down in here, pull a full 180 and head over to the Mewa hanging out against the wall over here, interact with them to begin the quest series here. You'll then need to go over to this little worn device here and interact with it. Turn it to the left to open up the door. Then you can let go of it and walk through the little opening that just came through. Alright, so now we get into the puzzle of the room, and this one's a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad. What you're going to do is interact with the various torches on the ground right here, right? So take the kindling from it, and then bring it to this brazier in the middle. It's either going to ignite or fail to ignite the brazier in the middle. So that one failed to ignite it. So then we're going to go ahead and grab a different one right here, take this torch maybe, and try to light the brazier. And that one is either going to light it or not, and that one successfully lit it. So you can see that the brazier is now lit. The next thing we're going to do is go to another torch here, grab it and take it to one of these things over here by the gate. Try and light that one. It's either going to light or fail to light. That one failed to light. So we'll take a different torch, bring it to this brazier. Basically rinse and repeat until you get the correct brazier lighting torch thing aligned with each of these different ones here. And once you do have all of the matches made, the torches will all be lit and you'll be able to move to the next region here. So we can follow the Mewa through to the door. A cutscene is going to play when you walk through the door. Black Spirit's going to pop up, make sure you take the Magnus Escape questline here, and now you need to play the Dodge the Red Circles on the Ground game as you make your way out of the place. So follow the Mewa, avoid the red circles as they pop up on the ground, and yeah, just kind of, use your movement abilities or walk, I don't know, you do you. However you want to make your way out of here without getting hit. And when you reach the end, you're going to want to turn around and you're going to see something on the wall. So there's a big, circle on the wall, right? So what you need to do is go back into each of these different rooms and find the one that has a circle on the floor. So this is a donut shape, so we don't want to do that one. We need to go back into the next room over here, and we're looking for the one that has the sphere. So that is not a sphere, that's I don't know what that shape is. I didn't pay attention in school. This is the sphere room over here though, so what we want to do is make our way over to the sphere in the middle without getting hit by stuff, interact with that, and then head back over to the room that we were just in at the start. So head all the way back over, and when you get back to the room and turn around, you will see that there's now a glowing circle over here. So what we need to do is go back to that glowing circle over there and interact with that, and then you'll see that the shape has changed. So now we need to find the one that is a triangle shape. So we'll walk back over and go into the room until we find a triangle room. So this looks to be the triangle room right here. I'm going to interact with this fragment, pick it up, head on back over, And when you have the triangle, go ahead and interact with this thing again. Insert the fragment. Next one we need to find is the donut shape, which was right here. So we just gotta wait for those rocks to finish falling right there. Interact with the donut. Head back over to it. Interact with that again. And the final shape that we need is that prism sort of shape. So now let's... oh, hey, I figured it out. Prism. Let's go back over to this. Interact with that. Avoid the rocks falling on your head. Outplayed. Pick it up and run it back over to that spot. So interact with that. And that will have completed that portion. You can then make your way across over to the Maewa here. Walk through the door that opened up. And when you get down here, you'll see your almighty cat sitting there waiting for you. Talk to the cat. Jump through the teleporter as we typically do. After you get out of there, go ahead and talk to Wuju, like we've been doing again. Match through the dialogue options here. And then you'll see the next challenge right here. Interact with that one. Jump down into the center to begin Riddle of the Slumbering Sage. Now for this one, you're going to want to remember a cool new keyboard combo in the game, and that's going to be Windows Shift S, because that takes a screenshot and lets you snip your screen. Or you can just use the print screen function and go to your screenshots folder in the game, whichever one you want to do. So what's going to happen is that two animals are going to spawn in the middle of the room here. So I got a bird and a lamprey. Or is that the Pokemon? I don't even know, man. Anyway, so you got these two mobs that spawned in the middle of the room, right? So you got to remember what they were, and then you need to go on the one that was not in the room, which for me in this case is the guy with these swords here. So that's the first challenge. That's one down. You need to do this 5 times, and there's going to be more mobs every time, which is why you're going to want to remember the screenshot function in the game as you get to higher difficulties. But again, on this one, I've got the sword guy, the lamprey, and a sword guy. Oh, a sword guy and like a stab guy. I don't know the difference between those two. How am I supposed to pick that out? Anyway, so you got the mobs that have spawned here. Again, you can take a screenshot, make your life real easy. But eventually they'll disappear, and you'll have to pick the one that was not in the room, which again, in this case, is the bird, was not in the room. Now, I don't know if this is going to be different every single time for each person, so keep that in mind. These might not be the same answers for you, but in my case, it looks like I got 2 sword guys, a sharkfish thing, and the lamprey, which again means the one that was not in the room is the bird. The hell is that? Okay, I got a bird, I got a fish thing, I got a rhino, I got a scorpion, I got a sword guy. Check. Committed to memory. So then the one that I didn't have was this version of the sword guy. I only know that because I definitely had a bird. So the final round's got even more mobs you're going to have to pick out, so you might want to use your screenshot function on this one. Wow, this is a lot of things to remember. My brain doesn't work this fast. Hopefully I figure it out. There was definitely a bird, which means there wasn't this thing. Easy enough. After you've completed the 5th round, though, that'll complete the challenge. Our good old friend is going to spawn back in, interact with our cat. That'll bring up the Black Spirit, talk to the Black Spirit, make sure you've taken the next portion of the main quest line, jump on into the teleporter. Alright, after you get dropped back off from the teleporter, head all the way down to the bottom of the region again, and all the way over to the far side over here, you will have a little cutscene that will play. After you pop out, go ahead and talk to your Black Spirit, interact with them, make sure to click on the main quest tab and take the next special gift quest line, interact with the NPC that popped out right in front of you right there. Then your Black Spirit's going to pop up again. Make sure to accept the next portion of the Magnus questline, which again is going to be down here, reunited with Eileen. Hop on your horse and ride over to Eileen, which should be relatively close to you. Mash through the dialogue when you get over here. And that will bring us to the end of this region, which again has now unlocked the next set of storages. So remote storage for Odyllita, Odraxia you now have and can open up from anywhere in the game. And yeah, that means we've only got a little bit more to go here. So, once again, all these videos are going to be in the playlist that I'm putting up on my channel, so I've only got the first 2 in here right now, but don't worry, the rest of them are all going to get uploaded in here pretty soon. So yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I look forward to seeing you at the next YouTube video right here, Twitch live stream, or wherever I happen to see ya. Peace.